Hi, this is Justice with Tablet Pro. Today I'm going to be talking about the Surface Go 2 for digital artists. Now I've had this for a couple days, and so this is a first look. There's a couple things that I've noticed that are wrong with it, that are not working correctly, a couple things that I had questions about that are working correctly, and then kind of wanted to talk about the speed and the other things that they've improved upon in the Surface Go 2 second round. So first thing, it is a lot faster. I have the M3 model right here, and the 4GB first version right here. That one has the 64 gigs of eMMC hard drive, and this one has 128 gigabytes of SSD, as well as the 8 gigs of RAM. And this is considerably faster, much faster. And it's snappy, it feels nice. There's certain things that would load on the lowest end model of the Surface Go that just kind of drug along, and it made it painful. And once you're inside of a program on that one, there's a number of programs that work really well, and there's not a problem. But I like how quick this responds. So this one's faster. The screen is noticeably brighter, and comparable, very much so, to the Surface Pro 7 brightness. This one's more pixel dense. It has a higher resolution, which means that programs that were really looking big and crammed into the space on the screen actually fit better now, which is good. It's amazing what a couple hundred extra pixels will do. The problems that I was having with the Surface Pro 7, there's a problem with staircasing and the pressure ramp. So you are drawing different lines and they just look like bug legs because of the way that the pressure is working. And then there's a bug also on the Surface Pro 7. The Surface Pro 7 is right behind the the camera. This is why I'm pointing over here. So the Surface Pro 7 had some different bugs that are not present in the Surface Go 2, which I was very happy to find out. The pen tool that I use to remap the side buttons, this is the R520 stylus, so this is eraser and this is right click. Both of those buttons can be remapped. Surface Pro 7 had that problem as well. So this works with that software. You can change the button function on the pen, which is great news. The staircasing bug is not present, so it works correctly. It feels like there's a significant improvement in how pressure is read on initiation. So that means when I'm drawing in here, and let's see if we can see this. All right, so here I can do this beautiful, nice, clean line and go from thin to thick to thin, and it does a better job than it used to. Now, as far as bugs that go along with the pen, there's a problem with tilt being read incorrectly. So you may be using OneNote or concepts which read tilt data, and the pen will read as if it's tilted, giving you a thick, fat, shady line, and it should be a slim line. So anyway, that's probably something that will be fixed with a firmware or software update. There's also problems when you're drawing pressure, going from light to heavy and then back to light. Actually is very difficult to do on either of the Surface Go models. That is still the case here. There's some palm rejection problems. So you notice that when you're drawing, occasionally you'll notice there's a little dot down here where your palm was resting. Again, none of those things are deal breakers, but it's important to note that those things do happen, and to expect it appropriately. Those can be subverted with using a artist glove, which I don't like using. I don't want to have anything extra to carry around or keep track of, but it would fix the problem with palm rejection. Again, so far it's not been real bothersome. It's just every once in a while. In the original Surface Go, there's a problem with hooking in lines. So what that means is you would be drawing a line, and the very beginning of the line would have a little tiny hook. Kind of like that. And yeah, obviously that was not ideal, and that is not present in this. This one does a good job starting those lines. All right, so if you guys are interested in the Surface Go, oh, there's one other thing that I noticed. This area right here, that area right there, gets hot. That's where the processor is, underneath the screen. My hand goes here, and so it works out okay. This tablet is not going to be typically cool to the touch. So you want to keep in mind it's going to be warm when you're using it. It's a fanless design, so that heat just gets absorbed into the whole device. All right, other things. If you're purchasing it, I have a link in the description, and you can use I have a video talking about how to get 10% off on this, how to save $100, which is great. So check that out. Also, I have an affiliate link to actually buy this from Microsoft, from the Microsoft Store. So if you would use that, I appreciate it. I think that's it. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have questions, please leave them in the comment section. And I'll be doing a lot more tests on this. So if you're interested in Surface devices, if you have a tablet that has touch, or you use a stylus on a Windows 10 tablet, this is a really great channel to be subscribed to. So please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. All right, until next time, stay creative and have a wonderful day.